I'm Duke Dance, and when I take out the garbage, I bag it.
I'm David Kazare, and when I take out the trash, I bag it.
I'm Dal Erickson, and when I take out my trash, I bag it.
Star Valley Disposal appreciates all their customers, especially those that bag their garbage. Remember that even with just a little wind, loose trash can be sent flying all over the place. Visit starvalleydisposal.com.
I'm Dr. Mark Johnson from Riverside Dental. This has been another milestone year for us. To accommodate our growing practice and our growing community, we've recently brought on Dr. Jorgensen. His addition to our team has allowed us to expand our hours to include Fridays, making us more available than ever before. Here at Riverside, we provide a full range of dental services, including dental implants, wisdom teeth removal, same-day crowns, root canals, and pediatric dentistry. Come join our Riverside family as we help you on your journey to a healthier smile.
Avail Valley Construction is hiring and a great place for high school seniors to enter the workforce after graduation. Multiple positions are open with competitive pay right out of high school. To learn more about a rewarding career for those of any age, visit availvalley.com.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
I'm Pace Owens. I'm one of the pharmacists at Star Valley Health. We are positioned very close to the Infusion and Oncology Center, where we can help provide novel therapeutics to patients that come in for cancer, rheumatologic, or other neurologic diseases. And we help support you in getting the right dose at the right time under monitored care to help you on your journey back to health. For more information, visit starvalehealth.org or talk to your provider about a referral.
She is fierce. She is the match that ignites the flame, blazing through the world and transforming ashes into fire. She is a brightness that rivals lightning. She faces every storm head-on, a fearless force, a maker of magic. Her journey is one of movement and strength. Down at the creek, Swift Creek Trading that is, we are proud to support the Lincoln County Fair and rodeo royalty and the Western values they represent.
Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine is committed to building safety at the mine and in the community. Recently, Simplot was awarded the Sentinels of Safety Award from the National Mining Association, while Safety Manager Wampa Roberts was named the Distinguished Safety Professional of the Year. Smoky Canyon Mine's rescue team consistently wins the Simplot Rescue Team competition. Simplot also dedicates resources for their annual Safety Day with area 5th grades. Simplot, bringing safety home.
At the University of Wyoming, ideas come to life. It's where the spirit of innovation and boundless curiosity fuel our hunger for knowledge. It's where the past meets the present and our students shape a brighter future.
I'm a student athlete.
I'm a musician.
I'm a mentor.
And I'm a cowboy.
The world needs more cowboys.
Whether it's staying in touch with family, entertaining the kids, or connecting with your favorite sports team, Silver Star helps unlock the moments you live for. Connect to what matters most without lag, buffering, or dropped connections. Visit silverstar.com and discover frustration-free Wi-Fi from Silver Star today.
Live coverage of Star Valley High School sports is provided by The Right Company. HTC Siding and Gutters, no job too big or too small. Red Tail Therapy, strength for everyone. Call Ready Mix, located north of Afton. Miles Beverage, proud to sponsor Star Valley sports. Quality Quick Lube, where quality comes quick. And by Star Valley Glass and Lock, automotive, residential, and commercial glass.
Live on Swift 98, SVI Media, and the SVI Sports Network. This is Star Valley High School Sports and the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off.
Good evening and welcome back to Green River and Lincoln Middle School for more live coverage of Star Valley Braves basketball across the SVI Sports Network. I'm Duke Dance and now joined with Dal Erickson here for this evening game. And we have Star Valley taking on the Natrona Mustangs. Dal, Star Valley looked good in that win over Thunder Basin earlier today.
Yeah, game 2 for the Braves, but looked good doing it, as you mentioned. Beat a solid team in Thunder Basin who actually just played again, and they handled Evanston just now on this court 48-28. We'll get to that as part of the roundup. But the Braves, in their previous outing with playing 2 games in a day, that was last weekend. They split that day. We'll see if they can go 2-0. It would be a pretty good feather in their cap early season if they could do so.
Especially against a team like these Natrona Mustangs. They've been playing well and coming into the season undefeated. Maybe haven't played the same caliber of competition that Star Valley has early on, so still some question marks to be answered for both these two teams against each other here in the early goings of the season. And Dal, Natrona and Star Valley played on this court last year, and Star Valley really dominated that game. And of course, 2 different teams this year, but they're familiar foes here at this tournament.
Yeah, it was actually a blowout, one that was I wasn't expecting it to be quite that one-sided. And then, it wasn't very long ago that the scores were the other way, Duke. I've called a lot of games where Natrona put the hurt on the Star Valley Braves. So right now the trend's favoring the Braves, but that might be tilting back the other way, and tonight might be the night where that happens. So we'll let the teams go out and play it out.
Tip-off set for 6 o'clock, so that's coming in about 17 minutes from right now as we count down to tip-off with the help of First Bank of Wyoming, your home for totally free checking, where free really does mean free. Visit gofirstbank.com. From the Flaming Gorge Classic in Green River, it's Star Valley basketball taking on the Natrona Mustangs on the SVI Sports Network.
Treat yourself to a luxurious staycation with a cozy cabin getaway at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton. Get the locals discount by using promo code SVI Local. Every cabin has its own oversized soaking tub, big screen TV, fireplace, and includes free breakfast. Or upgrade to the cozy couples cabin with your own jetted jacuzzi tub. Find luxury right here with a staycation at Kodiak Mountain Resort. Use promo code SVI Local for the locals only discount.
My best friend just had a birthday party at the Fun Zone in Afton. It was so cool. We got to play basketball, ping pong, and foosball. We were able to bring our own Nerf guns and even watched a movie on a giant projector screen. For my next birthday, I want to have my party at the Fun Zone too. Mom said the Fun Zone will also work great for my sister's wedding reception in a few months and next summer's family reunion. For reservations, visit svfunzone.com.
B&H Auto in Afton has been serving the Star Valley community for over 10 years. With a qualified and trained staff, you can trust B&H Auto for brakes, maintenance, repairs, tires, and more. That's B&H Auto on the north end of Afton. Service you can ride on.
You know what I like about Caribou Ford? It's a quick drive. It's gorgeous, and I get what I want.
I take my Caribou Ford to the Oregon Trail golf course.
You know what I like about my Caribou Ford? I can check out inventory online before I go. Now that's service.
You know what I like about my Caribou Ford? Satisfaction.
We're Caribou Ford with top awards in the region for customer satisfaction because we're still keeping it simple in Soda Springs.
It's almost game time. This is the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off on the SVI Sports Network.
Welcome back to Lincoln Middle School in Green River. It's all part of the SVI Sports Network, and Star Valley basketball getting set to take on the Natrona Mustangs in the Flaming Gorge Classic, and Game 2 for Star Valley here in this one. Duke Dance, Dal Erickson with you, ready for this game. Dal, let's take a look at the Crimson Corner presented by the University of Wyoming.
Well, first for the Lady Braves, they've had a couple of tough, tight games in the first 2 days of this tournament. Lost to Pinedale yesterday, 50-46. I thought they played their absolute guts out earlier this morning against a really good Skyline team that's now 7-1 on the year. That one ended up being 48-39, so the Lady Braves will try and pick up a win tomorrow as they take on Cheyenne South and get that first victory of the season. The Braves earlier today were able to survive a rally from Thunder Basin and defeat the Bolts 59-54. Anytime you can beat Thunder Basin in anything, that's a good win. And they'll be trying to face off against Cheyenne South tomorrow. It's an 8 a.m. game tomorrow for the guys. Wrestling, I didn't have any results as of yet when I was putting this together just about an hour ago. The Lady Braves and Braves are at the Pat Weed Memorial in Gillette. That is a just monster power meet for wrestlers. We'll see how everything goes, but you got teams from North and South Dakota, Montana, Wyoming, and not just teams, but power teams from the region. That one should be a fantastic tournament. We wish the wrestlers the best of luck there. That's a look at your Crimson Corner, brought to you by the University of Wyoming.
Uncover the reason behind UW excellence and explore what makes the University of Wyoming so great. Visit uwyo.edu to learn more. That's uwyo.edu. As we continue with the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off, about 13 minutes away from this one between Star Valley and Natrona. Dal, how about the roundup presented by Sunrise Engineering?
Well, let's go over some scores from yesterday as well. Evanston defeated number 4 Farson Eden. These rankings are courtesy of WyoPreps.com, that initial poll, coaches and media poll. You got Lyman took care of Cheyenne South. Natrona County beat up on Mountain View. The Mustangs 3-0 coming into the weekend. They picked up this win yesterday. Riverton also beating up on Bear Lake 66-37. Green River on their home court taking care of Rollins. Kelly Walsh edging Thunder Basin 60-57. Rock Springs defeating Uinta, Utah 59-51. I thought I'd throw these ones in there just because these are some teams of note. Number 1, Cheyenne East beat Glenwood Springs, Colorado 65-50. And then Resurrection Christian, that's also in Colorado. They beat up on Campbell County 73-49. That's a tournament taking place on a different border, but thought I'd throw them in there. Some scores earlier from today. Star Valley defeating Thunder Basin, as we talked about. Kelly Walsh over Lyman, 55-40. Number 4, Farson Eden beating Grace, Idaho, 52-49. And then I just threw this one up there, Thunder Basin, no problem with Evanston on the game previous to this one, 48-28. And that's a look at your Sunrise Engineering Roundup.
Creating solutions that work and relationships that last. Visit them online at sunrise-eng.com. That is sunrise-eng.com. Braves and Mustangs here at the Flaming Gorge Classic. This game tipping off in about 12 minutes from right now with the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip off live on the SVI Sports Network.
Adelson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home in Afton has received the donation of a full roll of carpet. They would like to forward this donation to a local person in need, along with free pad and labor. Simply stop by Battleson Brothers in Afton to submit a nomination for someone to receive this free carpet, pad, and labor. All nominations will be kept confidential. Exclusions and limitations apply. Merry Christmas, Star Valley, from Battleson Brothers.
Price, quality, service, Battleson Brothers Flooring.
The countdown to tip-off is made possible by First Bank of Wyoming, your home for totally free personal and business checking. Visit gofirstbank.com.
Duke Dance, Dal Erickson here with you for the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off as first-year head coach for the Star Valley Braves, Matt Shumway, has his team on the court warming up to take on the Natrona Mustangs in this second game of the day at the Flaming Gorge Classic. And it's this one, Star Valley and Natrona. Just watching the Braves warm up now, we're noticing that Simon Gaskell is dressed and participating in the warm-ups. We don't know if that means he'll play. He did not play last night or this morning due to the ankle injury last week in Riverton, but we'll see.
Yeah, he looked it looked like a pretty serious injury against Sheridan in the second quarter of that game. I got to say right now he looks pretty bouncy, Duke. Nobody bets on this, but I'm going to put my quarter down that he's going to play a little bit at least tonight. So we'll keep an eye on that.
We'll see if he gets to the game. Coach Shumway said he was doubtful through the weekend, so left open the option of possibility.
He's getting the warm-up in anyway. So
he is.
He looks fine in the warm-up, which is a positive sign.
Couple 4A games here in this game, 4A teams in this game with Star Valley and Natrona. Let's recap the rivalry with the help of Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine.
Well, dating back to 1957-58, the Mustangs lead this series 11-9 on a neutral court. The Braves actually lead it now 4-3, and that's based on the most recent trends. They've won 4 straight against the Mustangs, and that's a little bit unusual. As I mentioned, it wasn't very long ago the Mustangs were running the Braves off the court. The Braves have won 4 straight, but the Mustangs come into this one undefeated. Star Valley's second game of the day. We'll see if they can keep those trends rolling or if it starts to tilt back towards Natrona County. That's a look at your rivalry, brought to you by Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine.
Bringing Earth's resources to life. Visit them online at simplot.com. That is simplot.com. Star Valley Braves, Natrona Mustangs getting ready to go here tonight at Lincoln Middle School, located in Green River, all part of the Flaming Gorge Classic. Back after this with the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off on the SVI Sports Network.
I'm Duke Dance, and when I take out the garbage, I bag it.
I'm David Kazare, and when I take out the trash, I bag it.
I'm Dal Erickson, and when I take out my trash, I bag it.
Star Valley Disposal appreciates all their customers, especially those that bag their garbage. Remember that even with just a little wind, loose trash can be sent flying all over the place. Visit StarValleyDisposal.com.
I'm Dr. Mark Johnson from Riverside Dental. This has been another milestone year for us. To accommodate our growing practice and our growing community, we've recently brought on Dr. Jorgensen. His addition to our team has allowed us to expand our hours to include Fridays, making us more available than ever before. Here at Riverside, we provide a full range of dental services, including dental implants, wisdom teeth removal, same-day crowns, root canals, and pediatric dentistry. Come join our Riverside family as we help you on your journey to a healthier smile.
Avail Valley Construction is hiring and a great place for high school seniors to enter the workforce after graduation. Multiple positions are open with competitive pay right out of high school. To learn more about a rewarding career for those of any age, visit availvalley.com.
Plan your next vacation to scenic Star Valley, Wyoming with a luxurious stay at Kodiak Mountain Resort. Enjoy your own comfortable cabin with a soaking tub and top amenities. A hot complimentary breakfast is always included. Book your stay at KodiakMountainResort.com.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
Live on Swift 98, SVI Media, and the SVI Sports Network. This is Star Valley High School Sports and the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off.
Your home for totally free checking is where free really does mean free. Visit them online at gofirstbank.com. That is gofirstbank.com with local branch locations in Star Valley, in Afton, and in Alpine. This is the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off. Duke Dance and Dal Erickson with the SVI Sports crew located at Lincoln Middle School right now as Star Valley getting set to take on Natrona in this tournament in the boys matchup tonight. Coming up in just a few moments. Dal, let's take a look at this records watch presented by the Bank of Jackson Hole.
Well, this was interesting, I thought, as I was going over the rivalry. With a win tonight, the Braves would have 10 all-time against the Mustangs in the overall series. So we'll see if they can add another notch to that win column, or if it heads back the other way. Let's look at your records watch, brought to you by the Bank of Jackson Hole.
Invested in our community. Local banking means local investments. Visit bankofjacksonhole.com. That is bankofjacksonhole.com. Star Valley, by the way, will be the designated road team in this one. They'll be in the road crimson and gold, while Natrona will be in the home whites with the orange in this game today. Star Valley boys and girls will play again tomorrow. Both teams will host South. The boys will go first tomorrow at a bright and early 8 a.m. tip-off on a Saturday morning at Lincoln Middle School.
I was just thinking about that. You go back to Thursday night, so last night, and then you got your morning game today, you got this game here, and then Cheyenne South. 4 games for the Braves in. I'd have to do the math on how many hours that is, but that's a pretty compressed schedule to put 4 games in. So they're definitely a physical challenge here, at least as far as I'm concerned.
Absolutely. So that'll be at 8 a.m. The girls will play South tomorrow as well after that one in Lincoln Middle School. About 3.5 to go. Let's take a final 2-minute break, and we'll have your keys to the game and tip-off next on the SVI Sports Network.
I'm Pace Owens. I'm one of the pharmacists at Star Valley Health. We are positioned very closely in Fusion and Oncology Center, where we can help provide novel therapeutics to patients that come in for cancer, rheumatologic, or other neurologic diseases. And we help support you in getting the right dose at the right time under monitored care to help you on your journey back to health. For more information, visit starvalleyhealth.org or talk to your provider about a referral.
She is fierce. She is the match that ignites the flame, blazing through the world and transforming ashes into fire. She is a brightness that rivals lightning. She faces every storm head on, a fearless force, a maker of magic. Her journey is one of movement and strength. Down at the creek, Swift Creek Trading, that is, we are proud to support the Lincoln County Fair and rodeo royalty and the Western values they represent.
almost game time. This is the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off on the SVI Sports Network.
Just about ready to go between Star Valley and Natrona, and tip-off on the way. Now the Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton keys to the game.
Well, key number one, Duke, I think the Braves would benefit from what I'm calling easy buckets. If you can get them, those buckets, kind of cheap ones, maybe in transition, a steal and a layup, try and stack those up and add them onto your offense tonight. Key number two, push the tempo. I think Natrona defensively would like to keep this under 50, and I'd like to see the Braves continue to spread it around like they have and hit those percentages. I'm going to keep harping on those. 75% from the free throw line, 33% from beyond the arc. Of course, feel free to do better than that if you'd like.
That's the Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton keys to the game, legend driven, located in Afton and also online at RockyMountainYetiAfton.com. That is RockyMountainYetiAfton.com. That will do it for the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off. Again, find them online at GoFirstBank.com. That is GoFirstBank.com. They did not announce the starting five in the game earlier today, but looks like in this game they will now. So we'll have you do the Road Braves with a starting five presented by Mountain Star Products in Afton.
Well, he's a 6'1" senior wearing number 3. That's Cash Lancaster. A 6'4" junior wearing number 5. That's Bryson Neild. Number 20 is a 6'3" sophomore, Cooper Lancaster. Number 24 is a 6'2" senior, Max Jensen. And rounding out the starting five, a 6' senior wearing number 2, PJ Horsley. The Braves coached by Matt Shumway, assisted by Dave Moore, as well as Aaron Lancaster and Ben Hale.
Starting lineup for the Braves brought to you by Mountain Star Products, plumbing supply, gravel, sand, topsoil, excavation, road building, and equipment rental, located on Rocky Road in Afton. And the designated home team, the Natrona Mustangs, coming in at a nice 4-0 record so far on the season. We'll start number 0, Jael Reyes. Number 1, Colton Rogers, both seniors. Number 4, another senior, is Nevin Coleman. Number 13, a senior, Brian Salazar. And number 24, Connor White, another senior, head coach Kurt Paddock for the Natrona Mustangs.
I'm digging these Natrona uniforms. They have kind of a retro look to them. I like them.
Got Natrona down the side of the shorts.
They look retro. I like that.
The NC in front. Star Valley, of course, in the road, crimson and gold. Opening tip-off will be Bryson Neild. He'll be working against Connor White. Ball's in the air. White wins the jump.
How big is Connor White?
Big boy.
He's a big kid.
Had a few inches on Neild as Natrona wins the opening tip, and they'll have the possession. This game is underway early in the first quarter. On the outside is Natrona. Now they drive the right post. Reyes to the rim, hits the layup down the right post, and the Mustangs out to a quick 2-0 lead. Star Valley will come back the other way. Cooper quickly into the lane, and he'll pull up the jumper and knock it down. Both teams with one quick field goal each. Ball loose in the front court, tipped around. Natrona will keep possession. Now fire down low, shot up, good with the foul. And you can already see these Natrona Mustangs are efficient and quick. That was Colton Rogers who goes to the line for the and one.
Cooper Lancaster going to pick up his first. And Rogers already with both baskets today. Chance to get 5 here on the three-point play.
Clock is stopped at 7:22 to go in this opening period. It's 4-2. Natrona on top over Star Valley by a field goal, and a free throw is good. Makes it 5-2. Natrona's going to go man-to-man defense down the full length of the court. PJ Horsley across the timeline with a bounce pass over to Cash Lancaster deep on the left side wing. Now around the arc they go. Horsley faked the 3 on the right, dribbles to the left elbow, down the post, can't get to the rim, pivots back to the backboard and goes to Bryson Neild, who clears it back outside to Cooper to reset the offense. Right side to Cash, ball poked away, loose on the court, and Star Valley will regain possession. They'll keep it to the corner. Cooper 3 away, back iron no good, rebounded by the Mustangs, and Natrona quickly on the run. Reyes down the floor, kicks left side. Here's a 3-ball in transition, missed by Salazar, but a backside rebound by Coleman, and the putback is in. Board and a bucket for Coleman, and it's a quick 5-point Natrona lead.
Well, you can see why Natrona's 4-0 out of the gate. This is a great start.
Braves work the ball around the outside on offense. Max Jensen Works to Cooper, fakes a three, drives in, double teamed on the block. Ball poked away and another Natrona steal. They quickly go down the floor. Pass to Salazar, who's in for two, and a quick start by Natrona. They're up 9-2, timeout taken by Coach Matt Shumway back at 30 on SVI.
Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine is committed to building safety at the mine and in the community. Recently, Simplot was awarded the Sentinels of Safety Award from the National Mining Association, while safety manager Wampa Roberts was named the Distinguished Safety Professional of the Year. Smoky Canyon Mine's rescue team consistently wins the Simplot Rescue Team competition. Simplot also dedicates resources for their annual Safety Day with area 5th grades. Simplot, bringing safety home.
You're watching Braves basketball with Duke Dance and Dal Erickson on the SVI Sports Network.
Natrona out to a quick start in this game. 2 minutes in, they lead 9-2. Star Valley basketball. Horsley drives in on the left side wing, ball poked away, but this time with a foul. Stops the clock at 6:02 to go in the first. And the first foul of the game against the Mustangs.
Salazar will pick up his first, and as you mentioned, first team foul. Each team with one.
Horsley looks to inbound for the Braves on the baseline, and there's going to be a foul on Natrona.
Wow.
On the man covering Horsley. You don't see that often.
No,
Brian
not at
Salazar.
all. Well, he just picked up his second. Picked up 2 fouls with the clock stop, basically.
Looks like Paddock will leave him in the game. 2 fouls in the first 2 minutes of the game. Star Valley inbounds to Cooper, up top to Horsley. Works it right side to Jensen. Max covered, goes back to Cooper, tries to back down the defense, passes out. Ball tipped, but into the hands of Cash. Star Valley still has possession. Cash spins, top of the key, works right side to Jensen. He's double teamed on the perimeter, holds the ball low, now finds the drive, gets to the low block, under the rim, kicks it back out to Horsley. PJ drives, floater in the outside the lane, no good, and a rebound foul on Cooper. That's his second as well. He has 2 quick ones, and he'll come out.
And not to judge Duke, but that was not a smart foul. Comes crashing in, no chance of getting the rebound. And I know, hustle is part of the name of the game, but probably going to wish he had that foul later on in the game. He's going to have his early seat here. He's a big part of what this team does, especially with Gaskell not out there.
Well, early on, Dal, it's clear Star Valley's going to have to adjust to the tempo of Natrona. They're controlling the game right now. There's a jumper missed on the baseline by Rogers. Rebounded by Star Valley. Cash goes right side over to Horsley. He's down to the baseline, right side. Flick up top back to McClure and again to Cash.
Well, the Natrona guards are just showing massive speed in those passing lanes. They've deflected a bunch of passes.
Jensen threes away, rolled the inside rim, no good, one and done again. Yell Reyes on the rebound. Quickly out in front again to White on the run. Shot no good in transition. Rebounded by Star Valley. And now Jensen's going to push it. He wants to go to the rim, coast to coast, but can't. Defense recollects, and he's outside to McClure. McClure drives, pulls up the jumper on the low block, left it short, no good. Maybe some tired legs with some short shots for the Braves early on. 4:44 to go in the opening period. It's 9-2 Natrona. Here's Rogers. Mustangs now slow down the tempo a little bit, go to their half-court offense. Now they go down low to White, who is fouled on the shot. No good, but we'll see White to the Riverside Dental free throw line.
Bryson Neal's going to pick up his first 13 foul. So we're just hitting them about the midway point of the quarter. 3 team fouls on the Braves. Mustangs with that 7-point lead, and Connor White to the free throw line for the first time.
First free throw on the way for White, and good. He'll have another. Second attempt for White. Lead up 10-2 with 4:28 to go in the first. And the free throw's good, making it 11-2.
Pretty awesome start for the Mustangs. 4 of 6 from the field, 3 for 3 from the line.
Here's Max Jensen for the Braves. Tries to overhead flick a pass into the lane. That's an easy steal for the Mustangs. Natrona running, shot fake, drive in on the angle, put it up off the glass, no good, but the rebound and the putback is in. And Connor White gets a board and a bucket, and it's all Natrona in the first 4 minutes. Here's a pass to Jensen. Max flicks up to McClure. Ball moving around the outside. Shumway in the game. Passes right side to Lancaster, or to Jensen. Back to Shumway. Clock at 3:53 to go in the first. Driving in is Jensen, pulls up the jumper on the elbow, no good. Rebound ricochets out of bounds off of Natrona, should stay with Star Valley with 3:46 to go.
Yeah, right now the Mustangs, the quicker team, getting to the 50-50 balls. They're just looking really sharp, and Simon Gaskell into the lineup here. So looks like I win my quarter.
Yeah, that you do. Simon hasn't played for a couple of games with the ankle injury, but he's in now. Shumway on the right side wing. He'll pivot, pick up the dribble, works it up top, and there's going to be a foul on Natrona as Brett Gifford was there to try to go for the steal on the pass. He comes down on top of Horsley.
I think you hit it right on the head, Duke. The Braves are going to have, they got to match the intensity of Natrona right now. The Mustangs are definitely, I mean, it's not even close right now, the more aggressive team.
Shumway goes into Gaskell. He's in the lane. Turn around, lays it up, finger rolls it in, but no good. Actually rolled out. Rebound is fought for and won by Max Jensen. Then a quick block call on the perimeter against Natrona, stopping the clock at 3:24 to go in the first.
That is the one thing going Star Valley's way here early on, is that's foul number 4 on the Mustangs with about 3:20 plus to go. So chance for the Braves to get to the free throw line and maybe get some points back with the clock stopped. But right now, they're just getting out-hustled.
Horsley will inbound to Shumway. Front court, splits the D, drives to the free throw line, down to Gaskell. He loses the ball out of bounds, but there is a foul.
Reyes I don't think he cared for that call. Boy, he has been absolutely everywhere on defense, deflecting passes. I think the Braves are used to getting away with some of these really quick passes that are not getting past Reyes. He's been all over them.
3:18 to go in the first. Braves still trailing 13-2. Gaskell on the low block, kick out, McClure corner 3 right, away, good. A Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton triple and a needed one. Smith McClure makes it 13-5.
I must have miscounted my fouls, Duke. I thought that was 5.
That was the 4th foul, but it results in a Star Valley triple, so I guess you'll take it.
Yes, I will.
Here's movement around the outside for the Mustangs. Reyes on the perimeter, pass to the left side, able to find Gifford. Kick back out to him, and passing up top, 2:48 to go in the opening quarter.
They're also looking at Nevin Coleman down here in the paint.
Here's a shot in the paint, good with the foul from said Nevin Coleman. 2:43 to go in the first period, and it's now a 15-5 lead in favor of Natrona.
Little jump hook in the lane. Coleman gets, he's got his second basket, and now he'll go to the free throw line to try and complete the 3-point play.
They get Jensen on the foul. He'll sub out of the game as the free throw is good. Schwab will come into the game, and Dayton has the handle on the dribble across the half-court line. Squares things up center court. Again, the guards are just wherever the ball is. As soon as it crosses into front court, they are there. Hedges finds McClure to Schwab. 2:27 to go in the first.
This is why it's so important to rely on your fundamentals. If those are ingrained in your game.
Ball poked away by the Natrona defense. They're on the run of the other end. A finger roll in the lane. Brian Salazar, a transition 2 and another timeout by Coach Shumway with the Mustangs all over the Braves early. 2:13 to go in the first, and it's 18-5 on SBI back in 60.
At the University of Wyoming, ideas come to life. It's where the spirit of innovation and boundless curiosity fuel our hunger for knowledge. It's where the past meets the present and our students shape a brighter future.
I'm a student athlete.
I'm a musician.
I'm a mentor.
And I'm a cowboy.
The world needs more cowboys.
Whether it's staying in touch with family, entertaining the kids, or connecting with your favorite sports team, Silver Star helps unlock the moments you live for. Connect to what matters most without lag, buffering, or dropped connections. Visit silverstar.com and discover frustration-free Wi-Fi from Silver Star today.
On the SVI Sports Network, this is Braves basketball with Duke Dance and Dal Erickson.
2:10 to go in the first period. Natrona with the lead over Star Valley. They're pressuring in the backcourt. They get Schwab And the ball poked away, but picked up by Dayton, and then a foul after Dayton's able to get the ball over to Hedges. Reach-in foul on Natrona. This one will be shots for Star Valley.
Well, and Reyes, that's one of those where you don't like the foul before, but probably a little over-aggressive here because, quite frankly, the Braves are probably within 2 seconds of turning that ball over. Okay, there's 5 fouls. There's got to be 5 now.
Why are they not letting them shoot? Okay, now they get
right.
it. So
maybe they're adjusting too. We're all adjusting to this 5 foul thing, but I didn't think I was off by more than 1.
So that's going to send Star Valley's Zane Hedges to the line for 2. Let's send it down to the court to Clay Merritt. He had a chance to catch up with Coach Shumway before this game and get some thoughts from him. Clay, what did you hear? Clay, we got you down the court. All right, we'll try and catch up with Clay a little bit later on. Maybe if I turn on my receiver on my end, Al, we'll hear Clay a little better. Free throw's good from Zane. And the second one is good. He has them both. Makes it 18-7.
Well, Duke, is as one-sided as Natrona's made it, it's an 11-point game. So you got to just try and dig in here and try and dig yourself out of the hole.
1:50 to go in the opening quarter, and Natrona gets down to the baseline. Another nice roll in from Colton Rogers.
Of course, the first thing you got to do is put down the shovel. Great move from Colton Rogers. He's got 7.
Here's a 3 from Hedges. Good. Zane, the Rocky Mountain Yeti after triple left side corner to make it a 10-point game.
Zane with 5 straight points for the Braves coming off the bench.
Ball almost stolen by Star Valley in the front court, but tipped out of bounds. Now let's try Clay Merritt. I think we got him here now. Well, we keep losing him. We'll have to see if we can get Clay in a different spot on the court so we can. All right, let's send it down to Clay. Clay, take it away.
Hey, your help, Bill, your help. Thanks, Duke. I was able to talk to Shumway before the game. I asked him what his keys were to winning. He said rebounds and turnovers. Whoever has the better stats in that area, he said is going to come away with the win. Back to you guys.
Thank you. That's Clay Merritt with the Miles CPA courtside report. Quick whistle there on Natrona.
Well, and Natrona also shooting 80%, so that's definitely going to be a factor in this game if they keep doing that.
1:07 to go in the first quarter. 20-10. Star Valley trailing with the basketball. Both teams in the bonus right now with the ball moving around the outside for the Braves. Hedges works right to McClure. Quick pass inside, but Natrona's there to tip it away. Recollected by McClure. Goes to Hedges into the lane.
Wow.
Shot's good. Nice hop and a shot for Zane.
7 straight points for Zane off the bench, and he's got the Braves back to single digits.
Now an 8-point game. Natrona quickly down the floor and blocked, but with contact. Up for the shot. And it is McClure who was there for the block, but it looks like they get him on the foul.
Yeah. And personally, Duke, I think this is a good foul because the Mustangs have been eating you for lunch. At least now Rogan Potter's got to go hit 2 free throws. Of course, the Mustangs are 4 for 4 from the free throw line, so they're hitting everything.
First attempt for Potter from the Riverside Dental free throw line, rolls around and falls.
Mr. Potter.
39.7 to go, late first quarter. Second attempt is good.
Holy cow. Natrona, they're going to lobby to get to play all their games at Lincoln Middle School.
Right. So now it's 22-12, back to a 10-point Natrona lead. Late first quarter, Braves with the ball, working the front court, 30 seconds to go in the period. Screen set for Hedges on the elbow, back to Simon Gaskell, back outside again to Schwab. Cross-court pass over to McClure. He's in the corner, jabs, tries baseline, can't get there. Good defense from Natrona, and it results in a travel call as Shumway was double-teamed on the baseline. And this defense, Dal, from Natrona that we've seen so far is as good as I think we've seen all season.
Yeah, they look fantastic, stifling, and they were right there in front of the bench, so the Mustang bench was making a lot of noise and cheering on their teammates.
10 seconds for the Natrona offense to work with. They come across the half-court line. Now a little hesitation, drive from Rogers. Now kick out. Here's a 3-ball at the buzzer. Good. They count it.
And it counts.
That was it was Coleman falling down, and he's going to be fouled at the buzzer. So he goes to the line and a chance at a 4-point play for Coleman. Wow, 25-12. The free throw's good.
Of course it's good.
26-12. All Natrona. End of the first on the SVI Sports Network.
Live coverage of Star Valley High School sports is provided by The Right Company. HTC Siding and Gutters, no job too big or too small. Red Tail Therapy, strength for everyone. Call Ready Mix, located north of Afton. Miles Beverage, proud to sponsor Star Valley sports. Quality Quick Lube, where quality comes quick. And by Star Valley Glass and Lock, automotive, residential, and commercial glass.
On the SVI Sports Network, this is Braves basketball with Duke Dance and Dal Erickson.
That first quarter start for Natrona about as good as you can get, Dal. They're shooting hot right now.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. 9 of 12 overall from the field, 7 of 7 from the free throw line, 26 points in the quarter, and you get a 4-point play at the buzzer. That's a pretty amazing quarter.
Here's Cash in the lane, tried to go to Hedges and wasn't quite ready for it. Recollects the pass, though, and works it back outside. Star Valley trailing 26-12, start of the second quarter. Dayton Schwab, top of the key, drives the post, now kicks it out to Hedges. On the left side wing, back inside, kick out. Cash for three. He falls down, no foul, shot no good, and the rebound comes in for Natrona.
Not sure if Cash was trying to get the closeout foul there. The officials didn't bite on it.
Colton Rogers will set up the half-court offense for the Mustangs. Works left side to Salazar. He'll take a three, no good. Rebounded by Lancaster. Cash has it on a run. One-on-one, kicks it out to Schwab. He's on the baseline, back out to Lancaster. Tipped out of bounds. It's going to be off of the Mustangs and stay with Star Valley.
I'd say Turnbull just about came up with that, though. Here's that last sequence. Cash bringing it up the floor. There you can see it's tipped out of bounds here by the Mustangs.
7:13 to go in the second quarter. A 14-point Natrona County lead. Schwab outside the key. Dumps off to Neal for the mid-range jumper. No good. Rebounded again by Natrona. White another board. Rogers across the half-court line. Mustang basketball. Drives the right post to the rim. Layup no good. Fight for the rebound. Loose picked up by Cash Lancaster. Cash coming down the floor. Works it out down to Hedges. He spins in the lane and no good. And a block call is going to go against Natrona. Zane with the big spin move. Trying to draw the charge was a Natrona player. And instead they get him with the foul.
Brian Salazar now on my sheet. I've got that as his third. Let's see what the scoreboard has to say because I've already been wrong today. They got that as his second. So free throw from Zane is no good. Zane had been 2 for 2. Now it's 2 for 3. Of course, the fouls all reset each quarter, Duke, as we've tried to educate people. That's just the first team foul on the Mustangs. Second free throw's good.
5:49 to go in the second. 26-13. Mustangs with the lead over the Braves here early second quarter. No pressure at half court as Natrona County comes across the timeline with Salazar on the dribble. Hands off to Rogers. Lancaster picks him up. Rogers works to the left side wing. Cash is on him, and he'll push off. That's a foul on Rogers. He extended his elbow out, pushed off against Cash, and turns it over.
Well, I think what happened is you saw it right here at midcourt, and I think the official thought maybe that was a little rough, and then it happened again, and it gets Rogers. I'll be honest, I think the first one, Braves might have got away with some contact there.
All movement now for Star Valley around the perimeter. Hesitation to travel for Max Jensen.
And there's another thing, Max has been leading this team in scoring, had 16 earlier today in that win over Thunder Basin. He has yet to score in this game, and so Natrona's done a fantastic job on him, not even letting him have the ball.
Rogers across the half-court line for the Mustangs. 26-13, Natrona County on top. They go back down to Coleman, who's fouled on the floor. Will be the first foul of the quarter called on the Braves.
I believe that's going to be on Max Jensen, and I've got that as Max's second, which it is. Second team foul on the Braves.
Mustangs lob into the lane for the inbound play. Shot no good. Jensen goes up strong for the rebound, and then he's fouled.
Yeah, they're going to get the reach foul here on number 15, Nomar Gonzalez.
Clock stops at 6:08. Some light pressure in the backcourt put on by Natrona as Lancaster jogs across the half-court line. Work it left side to Schwab.
So the Mustangs committing 3 fouls in 2 minutes there to start the quarter. We'll keep an eye on that.
Lancaster misses a three on the right wing, rebounded by Rogers for Natrona. He quickly runs the floor, dishes it off in the lane to Coleman, who scores, but they wave it off. Zane Hedges there for the offensive charge, drew the foul, and it's Star Valley ball.
Let's take a look at it again here on the Fall River Propane replay.
Wow, an offensive charge call on the non-shooting player. You don't see that very often.
No, you don't.
That was Rogers running the lane, dumped it off to Coleman, and Rogers is called for the charge.
His second, by the way, and 4 team fouls now in the quarter for the Mustangs with 5:43 to go. So the Braves with a chance to maybe make some hay at the free throw line in this second quarter.
They're weaving around the outside right now. Schwab drives in, and a foul on Schwab, or against Schwab, as he was driving in on the angle. Stops the clock at 5:34 and puts him on the line for 2.
Well, if you're the Natrona coaching staff, this is the last thing you want. You don't want the clock stopped with the team that's getting doubled up on, shooting free throws, getting their confidence, and cutting into your lead.
First attempt is no good for Schwab.
Of course, if you miss him, then that just turns into one of those laments for the Star Valley fans. Braves 3 of 5 now from the line.
Second attempt is no good. Missed both. Rebounded by Coleman. Natrona County basketball. 5:28 to go in the second. Mustangs still leading by 13. Coleman to the right side post. Drives, pull up jumper. Too strong, no good. A rebound by White. And a putback is in. Connor White just bigger, but he gets that rebound.
Well, and Coleman's got some great hops. Those two together.
Little floater from Cash. No good. Another rebound for White. Natrona basketball. Ball stolen by Cash. He's one-on-one on the other end. To the rim. Leans into a shot. Good with the foul. He leans into Nevin Coleman to draw the contact, and the right-handed layup drops in off the square.
Here's a look on the Fall River Propane replay.
Comes with 5:01 to play in the second. Lead back down to 13, and a free throw to come as Hedges subs out and McClure comes in.
Second personal on Coleman.
Free throw bounces in good.
3-point play for Cash. He's got 3 in the game. Braves 4 of 7 from the free throw line thus far today.
28-16. Star Valley trailing Natrona. Trying to build some momentum. Ball stolen away again, this time by Shumway. Shumway's going to go to the rim, one-on-one. Leans into the shooter, no good, and another foul on Coleman. He was there on defense, and again will get the foul, and 2 quick ones from Coleman. And 2 more shots coming this time for Shumway.
Well, you know, I was just going to go over some potential foul trouble. Here's this replay. Dylan Shumway, the sophomore, coming in and definitely displaying some contact there. But I was going to get into that. Coleman's now got 3. Actually, they've got 4 on the board.
So
again, the board's been all over the map, Duke. I'm just giving up there.
So Coleman will sub out, and we're not going to see him for a long time.
Well, he comes out on my sheet. Reyes has 2, Rogers has 2, and Salazar has 2. Now, unless one of those has been given to Coleman here, both free throws are good.
Shumway hits them both to make it 28-18. 4:46 to go here in the second quarter. And Star Valley trying to dig into the lead, and a push off again.
Wow.
This time called on Gifford of Natrona.
He's got 2. And again, this is an offensive foul, so no free throws. But the number of fouls, I mean, they were at 5 fouls 3 or 4 fouls ago.
Yeah, we're still not even 4 minutes into the quarter. 4:37 remains in the second as Cash drives in, kicks out. Schwab 3 away, got it to go. Dayton Schwab, a Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton triple, and it's a 7-point game.
I thought Dayton had some great contributions earlier this morning against Thunder Basin.
Star Valley back in it now against the Mustangs. Natrona has White down the floor, throws it away on the baseline. He was driving in, and he's saying he was contacted. It was actually Salazar, and a timeout taken by Coach Kurt Paddock to try and stifle the Star Valley momentum that's building now. 4:17 to go in the second. Braves down 28-21, back in 60 on SVI.
Treat yourself to a luxurious staycation with a cozy cabin getaway at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton. Get the locals discount by using promo code SVI Local. Every cabin has its own oversized soaking tub, big screen TV, fireplace, and includes free breakfast. Or upgrade to the cozy couples cabin with your own jetted jacuzzi tub. Find luxury right here with a staycation at Kodiak Mountain Resort. Use promo code SVI Local for the locals only discount.
My best friend just had a birthday party at the Fun Zone in Afton. It was so cool. We got to play basketball, ping pong, and foosball. We were able to bring our own Nerf guns and even watched a movie on a giant projector screen. For my next birthday, I want to have my party at the Fun Zone too. Mom said the Fun Zone will also work great for my sister's wedding reception in a few months and next summer's family reunion. For reservations, visit svfunzone.com.
On the SVI Sports Network, this is Braves basketball with Duke Dance and Dal Erickson.
Foul trouble for Natrona has changed this game. Star Valley's been able to get back into it, and they now trail by 7 with 4 minutes to go in the second. Star Valley basketball, and there's going to be a foul away from the ball, and it's again against Natrona, and we'll put Cash Lancaster to the Riverside Dental free throw line for 2 shots.
Brett Gifford just picked up his third.
Natrona plays with such intensity on defense. They're always swarming the ball. They're always trying to get the steal. And that time it was just a reach in.
I think we've seen several of those here in the last couple of minutes.
And Cash cannot hit the first of 2 attempts from the line.
Braves leaving some points off the board, but 6 of 10 from the line. Nothing to panic just yet.
Second attempt is good. Makes it 28-22, down to a 6-point, 2-possession game. And in 4 minutes to play, Star Valley's held Natrona to just 4 minutes here in the second quarter, or 4 points here in the second quarter. Mustangs work the outside, weaving the offense. Star Valley staying with them, and that's going to be a foul on Dayton Schwab as this time he reaches across the body. That will be just the second called foul on the Braves in this quarter.
Now I'll just throw this out as my opinion, Duke. The way this quarter has gone, a lot of fouls on the Mustangs. Braves, kind of an average amount. If you're the Braves, you're going to need to be very mindful of being over-aggressive because it costs the Mustangs, and right now it could cost you.
Gifford across the half-court line after the inbound play. Works it down low to the baseline, and a block call against Star Valley after Gifford made a nice move on the dribble. It's just a third-team foul now.
Cash Lancaster picks up his first. Back-to-back team fouls on the Braves, though. They have 3.
Bryson Nild subs out, and Simon Gaskell back in. We'll put Gaskell on White to try and help underneath. Here's a dribble drive on the baseline. Hung in the air, floater no good, and Simon gets a rebound.
I thought Salazar had that one.
Cash Lancaster down the floor, ball poked away from behind, but into the hands of Schwab. Jumper on the low block is good. Right place, right time for Dayton. He gets 2 after the ball was tipped to him.
Dayton Schwab and Zane Hedges have combined for 13 points off the bench.
28-24, and just like that, it's a 4-point game now. 3:10 to go. Star Valley's right back in this thing. Dribble drive on the angle for Natrona. Tried to hit it to White on the pass that is stolen away, and then a foul on Natrona. Couldn't connect on the pass. Star Valley gets the ball, and Cash Lancaster going back to the Riverside Dental free throw line.
Here's this last sequence. You can see Schwab, the floater from the side. And now you've got Cash Lancaster to the line. This is foul number 4 on Brett Gifford. So he's got 4. According to the sheet or the scoreboard earlier, Nevin Coleman has 4, and he's been on the bench for quite some time already.
First free throw for Cash is good. Lead down to 3, 28-25. It's 24-12 after the first quarter,
right? It was 26-12.
26-12, so just 2 points allowed in this quarter.
Yeah, they hit that, Coleman had that 4-point play.
Second free throw, no good. It is rebounded by the Mustangs. 3 minutes to go in the second period. Braves have made this a one-possession game coming all the way back. 28-25. Now the Mustangs really looking for some offense here. And it's been the fouls that have really flipped the tide in this one. Here's a dribble drive and a foul on Star Valley.
Cash was hoping he had the steal or at least the jump. he will get whistled for the foul instead, and that is his second. And again, the way this game's gone, Duke, you really don't have any complaints. It's just foul's a foul's a foul. I think the referees have been pretty much right on this this really aggressive play in the second quarter. Cass going to get an attaboy from his teammates and his coaches and the Star Valley fans who always travel to this venue.
Max Jensen subs in for Cash. Inbound to the corner, threes away, no good. Rebound loose and pulled in by Jensen. Max on the run, has numbers with him, but the defense recovers. Now he'll set up the half-court offense. Bounce over to McClure. 2:34 to play in the second. Braves trail by 3. Gaskell on the post, spins, hooks it up in the lane, rolls the rim, and no good. Thought that one was going to drop for Gaskell, but it doesn't quite get the roll.
Yeah, I did too.
Here's Natrona down the floor, drive in on the angle, and a foul on the Braves. This will be on the floor, but no matter. It's the 15th foul, and that's going to put the Mustangs to the Riverside Dental free throw line.
Smith McClure picks up his second. And the Mustangs piled up 7 free throws in the first quarter, but have not been there since. So a chance to flip momentum back their way with number 11. Who is number 11, Duke?
Free throw was good. Make it 29-25. This is Josiah Coleman to the free throw line for one more attempt. Clock stopped at 2:20. Second free throw is also good. Josiah gets them both, and 4 points in the quarter for the Mustangs now.
Well, whoever the free throw coach is for the Mustangs needs a raise. They're 9 for 9.
30-25. Braves with the basketball. Outside is Horsley, gets a screen, drives in, looks to Gaskell, but he's covered. Back out to Schwab. On the elbow, kick out to Horsley. 2 minutes remaining. Pass to Gaskell. Got behind the defense, goes up strong, and it may have been deflected. There is some contact, and Simon Gaskell now goes to the free throw line.
So Simon's lobbying for a foul. He gets his wish here, and that one's going to be on Josiah Coleman. Here's that sequence again. Simon's free throw in, and boy, that's been the story of his time here in this ball game, Duke. The ball's halfway down and bounces out. That's happened on a couple of shots, and now on a free throw.
Clock is stopped, or the play is stopped here for a quick shoelace fix.
Evan Coleman fixes shoe with his shoelace.
Now Simon will send the second away and miss it. Fight for the rebound, and it's going to be one. Star Valley basketball. Bryson Nield gets the board, and then stolen right back by Natrona. Mustangs down the floor now. Here's Salazar on the right side wing. Ball poked out of bounds off of Shumway. He stuck out his hand to knock it out. 1:43 to go in the second. Braves still down by 5, 30-25.
Zane Hedges will come in for Dayton Schwab. Zane very effective when he came in on his last stretch.
Here's an inbound play to the corner to Salazar. Takes the three and hits the three. A big triple for Salazar to make it an 8-point game again for Natrona.
He had been 0 for 3 from distance. Drained that one.
Here's Shumway dribbling to the right side corner. Back up top. Passes over to Hedges. Zane will step back to the circle with 1:25 to go in the second period. Bounce pass over to Horsley. Left side wing deep. Up top to Neal. Bryson goes right side to Hedges again. Zane gets a screen from Gaskell. Gaskell drops down low, but can't get the pass to him. Hedges spinning, and had to get rid of the ball, and it's stolen away by Natrona quickly to the rim and rolling down and in.
Nomar Gonzalez comes up with the steal. You mentioned that Zane was just probably a half a second for getting the 5-second call.
Here's a hesitation for Horsley. Drives the post, no good. Comes back out. Didn't take the shot and Star Valley quickly to back down by 10 now. 35-25. Here's a 3-ball from Neal. Good. Bryson Neal, the Rocky Mountain Yeti after triple from the right wing.
He left the hand up there to know he knew that was going down.
Ball tipped by the Braves on defense, but recovered by Natrona. White drives the left side post, double teamed on the block, kicks it back outside. Coleman, shot, drops one in on the left post. 25 seconds. Now both teams scoring well with the tempo picked right back up and quick ball again.
Well, hats off to Josiah Coleman. He's coming off the bench and giving the Mustangs 4 points when their offense really needed it.
Horsley drives the baseline, double teamed on the block, kick out, Shumway, open 3 away, looks good but no good. Rolled around the rim, rebounded by Natrona with 5 seconds. Quickly down the court, here's Salazar at the buzzer, laid it up in and good. And Star Valley dug back in it, but late second Natrona goes right back to the track, and they run away and put up an 11-point lead at the half. Currently, it's 39-28. Natrona over Star Valley. Star Valley Health halftime show on the way next on the SBI Sports Network.
B&H Auto in Afton has been serving the Star Valley community for over 10 years. With a qualified and trained staff, you can trust B&H Auto for brakes, maintenance, repairs, tires, and more. That's B&H Auto on the north end of Afton. Service you can ride on.
You know what I like about Caribou Ford? It's a quick drive. It's gorgeous, and I get what I want.
I take my Caribou Ford to the Oregon Trail golf course.
You know what I like about my Caribou Ford? I can check out inventory online before I go. Now that's service.
You know what I like about my Caribou Ford? Satisfaction.
We're Caribou Ford with top awards in the region for customer satisfaction because we're still keeping it simple in Soda Springs.
Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home in Afton has received the donation of a full roll of carpet. They would like to forward this donation to a local person in need, along with free pad and labor. Simply stop by Battleson Brothers in Afton to submit a nomination for someone to receive this free carpet, pad, and labor. All nominations will be kept confidential. Exclusions and limitations apply. Merry Christmas, Star Valley, from Battleson Brothers.
Price, quality, service. Battleson Brothers Flooring.
This is Braves basketball and the Star Valley Health halftime show on the SVI Sports Network.
Star Valley facing a really good Natrona Mustang team here at this game being played at Lincoln Middle School. And your halftime score, 39 for Natrona, 28 for Star Valley. It is the Star Valley Health halftime show. Advanced, local, personalized. Visit StarValleyHealth.org. Star Valley was able to get back into the game in the second quarter, but then in those last 2 minutes, Natrona, they just got back into their rhythm. They were running quick up and down the floor like they like to do, and suddenly back to an 11-point game.
Yeah, the Braves had actually cut it to 5. It was 28-23, and then Natrona finishes on an 11-5 run to pump that lead back up to double digits. It's 11 here at the half, but if you're the Braves, you weathered what is almost virtually a perfect first quarter. Yeah, you're down 11 at the half, but you're in this ball game. You just got to come out and execute and do things you know are working and not give up some of these transition layups like they have. They've been getting beat back tonight by Natrona. That's something we haven't seen much of so far this year.
Take a look at the score deep in the numbers. Here are your Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home halftime battle stats.
Really balanced offensive effort for the Mustangs. Leading the way, Nevin Coleman and Brian Salazar, each with 9 points. 7 points for Colton Rogers, 6 for Connor White. Connor also has 7 rebounds. That is the game high. 4 points for Josiah Coleman off the bench. 2 points apiece for Nomar Gonzalez and Rogan Potter. And that is it for the scoring for the Mustangs. 12 of 19 from two-point range, Duke. 63%. If you're the Braves, you got to work on that a little bit. The Mustangs 2 of 5 from distance. The rebounding numbers, the Mustangs out-rebounding the Braves 13-7. That doesn't sound like a big deal, but when you're shooting 63% and you have the rebounding advantage, that is a double-digit lead for you. And also 9 for 9 from the free throw line for the Mustangs. For the Braves, Zane Hedges leading the way off the bench. 8 points for Zane. Also coming off the bench, scoring 5 points, was Dayton Schwab. Cash Lancaster scored 5. Smith McClure, Bryson Neal with 3 points apiece. Dylan Shumway, Cooper Lancaster with 2 points apiece. The Braves 4 of 10 from 2-point range, 4 of 9 from the 3-point range. That certainly has helped them, shooting 44% from distance. Free throw line, Duke, 8 of 15. So, I mean, wouldn't you like to have 7 extra points right now? I know it's hard to say that, but they're there for a reason, and the Braves have left some points on the board there. That's a look at your halftime battle stats.
Presented by Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home. Quality price service. Battleson Brothers Flooring, located in Afton. Battleson Brothers Flooring would like to donate carpet, pad, and labor this Christmas season to a Star Valley family or person in need. If that could be you or someone you know, just simply stop by Battleson Brothers Flooring or contact them and let them know of your submission and why. Everything, of course, will be held absolutely confidential, but hoping to donate carpet, pad, and labor to somebody this holiday season from Battleson Brothers, located in Afton. Again, the score, Star Valley trailing Natrona 39-28 at the half. Dallas, see if we can give away a couples combo. We did not get it away this morning, and David Kazare won it by default because nobody else won. I still have his certificate, so I'd like to give it to somebody else other than Dave.
I would like that as well. I don't want Dave to get that. Our question tonight, according to wildpreps.com, the Braves have how many of the top defensive performances in the top 5 thus far this season? I'm talking points allowed. 307-203-4637. Of the top 5 defensive performances and points allowed, how many belong to the Braves, according to wildpreps.com? The first person with the correct answer will win themselves a couples combo from Salt River Cinemas. It's in Afton. But hey, Casper, you can come on over and get your popcorn.
So text in 307-203-4637. Download the Star Valley Station app or visit starvalleystation.com. At the half, Natrona over Star Valley in boys varsity basketball. 39-28, Star Valley Health halftime show on the SVI Sports Network.
Christmas time again.
I'm Duke Dance, and when I take out the garbage, I bag it.
I'm David Kazare, and when I take out the trash, I bag it.
I'm Dal Erickson, and when I take out my trash, I bag it.
Star Valley Disposal appreciates all their customers, especially those that bag their garbage. Remember that even with just a little wind, loose trash can be sent flying all over the place. Visit StarValleyDisposal.com.
I'm Dr. Mark Johnson from Riverside Dental. This has been another milestone year for us. To accommodate our growing practice and our growing community, we've recently brought on Dr. Jorgensen. His addition to our team has allowed us to expand our hours to include Fridays, making us more available than ever before. Here at Riverside, we provide a full range of dental services, including dental implants, wisdom teeth removal, same-day crowns, root canals, and pediatric dentistry. Come join our Riverside family as we help you on your journey to a healthier smile.
This is the Star Valley Health Halftime Show on the SVI Sports Network.
Star Valley Health, advanced, local, personalized. Visit starvalleyhealth.org and download the new MyChart app to securely and conveniently manage your health care. Visit starvalleyhealth.org for details. Duke Dance, Dal Erickson here with you at the half, where the Braves trailed Natrona 39-28. Now let's see how Star Valley has done with the Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton keys to the game.
Well, key number 1, I kind of threw this out there based on what I had seen from Natrona's totals, because there hasn't been any stats submitted. So I just got it going off their point total. A lot of games in the mid-upper 40s, low 50s. Boy, that is not the team we saw in the first half. Up-tempo, fast, athletic. There were no easy baskets for the Braves in that first half. So stack them up if you can, but there haven't really been any. Push the tempo. I would change that to match the tempo, maybe match the intensity of the Mustangs. Spread it around. So far, I think the Braves bench has come up huge now. The Braves need their starters to get some points. Hit those percentages right now. The Braves well under that 75% on the free throws, but doing well from 3. That's a look at your Rocky Mountain Yeti keys to the game.
And let's see if we have a winner of trivia.
And the question was, how many top defensive performances? The answer is 2. 32 against Lander, 34 against Sheridan.
We do have a winner. The phone number ends in 5072. 5072. You are the first correct answer. We have a couples combo certificate for you at SVI Media. You can pick that up anytime next week. Download the Star Valley Station app or visit starvalleystation.com.
And Duke, it also shows you how effective Natrona was in that first half. They had 39 in the first half. Those were game totals we're talking with the Braves. This is typically a defense doesn't give them a lot of points, and Natrona on pace for almost 80. Of course, they're on pace for over 100 in the first quarter.
That's it for the Star Valley Health halftime show. Natrona will take the possession of the ball first to open up the second half. Reyes gets double-teamed and a steal. Quickly out in front to Lancaster. Pulls up the jumper on the left post. No good. Rebounded by Jensen, who got the steal, and then the ball knocked out of his hands. Going to stay with Star Valley on their end of the court.
It's a nice steal there from Max. Chance to set something up here in their set offense.
Inbound to Cooper. Works over to Cash. Back to Jensen on the left side wing. Lob to Cooper on the post. Dribbles in the lane. Turnaround fadeaway. No good. Rebound pulled in by Natrona. Mustangs down the floor with Reyes. Crossover pass left side to Salazar. Three's good. And just like that, Brian Salazar makes it a 42-28 game. Cooper left open for 3. He'll miss the shot short, and it's a rebound for Natrona.
Well, that matches the largest lead, 14.
7:07 to go in the third period. Star Valley pulls to within 5 in the second, and then Natrona just goes on another run.
Salazar with 12 in this ball game so far.
Here's ball movement around the outside. Reyes crossover to Salazar. Another 3 is no good this time. Cooper's going to tip the rebound to himself. He'll have it on the run coming out of the pack. Across the half-court line, flicks over right side, try to get Cash. And way too far out in front. Cash says, slow down a little bit. That was a little too quick. Brothers will give each other 5, and Cooper will take a seat.
Smith McClure will come in. Yeah, Cooper missed a good chunk of that first half. He picked up 2 fouls, and Coach Shumway didn't want to risk him getting a third.
Natrona basketball. 6:33 to play in the third period. Mustangs working around the outside. Reyes gives the basketball up to Salazar. He'll bounce pass over to Rogers. Holds it deep on the left wing, back to Reyes in the circle. 6:20 to go in the third quarter.
Steph Way, no Nevin Coleman, no Brett Gifford on the floor for the Mustangs. They both had 4 fouls.
Rogers hesitates, drives, fade away. Good. Nice move from Colton Roberts to drive the left post, pull up, and fade away to whip the net.
9 points now for Colton Rogers.
Cash, big spin move. He tries the post shot, and he's good on the spin fade away.
Make it 7 points for Cash Lancaster.
5:54 to go in the third quarter. Natrona basketball across the half-court line. Colton Rogers works it to the left side wing. Back to Reyes, now down low to White, and he can't hit the shot in the lane. Rebounded by McClure. Smith will take it across the half-court line, goes to Cash. Pull up 3 in transition, no good. Rebounded by Jensen. Max went up and up and up to get that rebound. He's fouled on the way back down.
Yeah, they pushed him on his hip on his way back down. They're going to get Rogan Potter for this one. I've got that as his first. Of course, this being as it is, that's wrong, and it's 2.
Here is ball movement down low to McClure. Kicks it back out top to Horsley. 5:24 to go in the third. Max Jensen back to McClure, top of the key. Work left side to Horsley. Jabs left, dribbles right. In the lane, shoulder down, kick out. No shot. No, it is a shot. And missed by Neild. Rebounded by Natrona.
Connor White with 8 rebounds now.
5:07 to go. Here's ball movement to the other side to Reyes. 44-30, a 3 balls away. No good, missed by Natrona. Rebounded by Cash Lancaster. Cash will take it down the right post, lean in, scoop it up, and score. Coast to coast, a rebound on defense, and 2 on the other end.
Seen a lot more aggressive Cash Lancaster on offense. He's up to 9 points now. He's taken 3 shots already in this quarter.
4:40 to play in the third. 44-32, Natrona still on top. Bryson Nild on defense, forces the pass. There's going to be a reach in from behind foul. It's going to be against Star Valley on the floor and their first foul of the quarter.
Third personal on Cash.
Rogers will inbound baseline for the Mustangs, and it goes down to the block, and the shot is blocked, rebounded by Natrona, and blocked again, and then a Natrona foul. The first swat was for Neal, the second was for McClure, and then to add insult to injury, the Mustangs called for the foul.
Yeah, after the second block, Potter whistled for a foul.
4:26 to go in the third.
They're actually going to give it to Connor White. Excuse me.
Here's Horsley. Hands off to Jensen. Screen set for Max. He'll drive the post. Kick out. McClure three-corner away. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by White again. Natrona basketball. 44-32 on the scoreboard.
Rebound number 9 for Connor White.
Reyes thought about a left wing three. Pulled it down. Hands it off. Drive the post. Kick out. Here's Salazar again. Missed that one from the right corner, but rebounded and the putback for White. Makes it 46-32. Natrona on top.
That's why he's there. He is the rebound putback machine. He's the garbage man. 8 points, 10 rebounds.
Star Valley has Cash Lancaster. Kicks it into the corner to McClure. Drives in. Pull-up jumper. Swishes on the mid-range. Something his older brother was quite good at.
I was just going to say that looked familiar. 5 points for Smith McClure.
3:20 to play in the third quarter. Star Valley down by 12, 46-34. Colton Rogers drives to the right, down to the wing. Takes it in, and another foul on the perimeter. Going to be called on Cash Lancaster.
And I've got that as number 4 on Cash. Second team foul. So the Braves had 3 guys ready to sub in. Cash, I'm assuming, yeah, he'll come out. So Simon Gaskell, Dayton Schwab, Dylan Shumway come in. I'm interested to see who's going to draw the defensive assignment on number 1. Looks like it's Schwab.
They lob up to number 1, and Schwab almost gets a steal. Instead, the ball goes to Reyes. He still has it for Natrona. Back to Rogers. Schwab is out on him on the perimeter. Good defense from Dayton. Now he makes a crossover move. Kicks it back out to the left. The three is away. Good. They're going to wave it off, though. There was a foul called beforehand against Star Valley.
This was kind of away from the ball a little bit. Max Jensen going to pick up his third team foul of the quarter with just under 3 minutes to go.
Inbound play. Natrona works it into the lane and puts up a shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Max Jensen. Jensen on the run. Hesitates on the right side wing. Holds up the ball, defense is on him, gives it to McClure. Schwab with it, hesitates to the elbow, comes back out to the wing. Bounces to Gaskell, wants to drive, and it's going to be a shot, but at first a foul beforehand.
Really emphatic foul call. You can see the referee, he actually brought his knee up. So he's saying that the Natrona player is putting his knee into the lower back of, in this case, Simon Gaskell, trying to keep him off the low block. So Nomar Gonzalez picks up the
Here's
foul.
a three from Jensen. Short, underside rim, no good. Rebounded by Natrona. Reyes on the board, and a technical called on Reyes. He was back there working against Max Jensen and may have said something, and they're going to tee him up.
See if we can't see this. I think he's basically saying, I'm getting slapped across the arm. Where's my call? Again, I don't mean to put words in his mouth, but if it is something along those lines, that's kind of how the body language looked like it might have happened that way. Free throw's no good.
Dylan Shumway misses the technical free throw. He'll get one more.
If the Braves end up losing this game by 6 or 7 points, Duke, they're going to look at the free throw line very first. 8 of 16.
Second attempt is good for Shumway. And Star Valley will get the ball back off the technical call.
And that technical was the third personal on Jairo Reyes. And Natrona staff just getting a little bit of a clarification on the call.
11-point lead for Natrona and Star Valley basketball.
It also was a turnover, Duke, because the Mustangs had the ball.
McClure hands off to Schwab. Bounces to the right side to Shumway. McClure works it left. Schwab on the wing. Has a screen. Try the pick and roll, not there. Works it over to Shumway. Bounces down the post. Can't drive in. Double team. Works it back out to Schwab. Quickly back to Shumway. Quarter threes away. Off the rim, no good. Weak side rebound pulled in by the Mustangs. Natrona full court pass all the way down the floor, and the shot is missed. Rebound is loose out of bounds off of Natrona. That was Brett Favre from baseline to baseline.
It was a nice, it was accurate too, right on the money.
Maybe it wasn't Brett Favre then.
Let's say Potter just unable to get that to go. He's pretty frustrated with himself.
1:45 to go in the third.
Easy now. Brett Favre had a lot of. I'm
Star Valley basketball. Here comes Jensen. Pulls up the jumper on the post, left to short. Collects his own rebound, spins, pivots, hooks it up. No good again. Rebounded by McClure. Shot fake. Put up no, and a travel call on McClure.
Boy, offensive rebounds and no points. The Braves typically get some points out of that type of sequence, especially from Max Jensen. It's been a tough night for Max scoring. He doesn't have any points. He leads the Braves in scoring. 5 rebounds, but no points.
It's going to be Natrona basketball. Rogers with it. Jensen picks him up in the backcourt and will stay with him across the timeline. Still an 11-point Mustang lead. 1:20 to play in the third. 46-35 on the bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Pass down to White, and he is fouled.
Simon he's just a little out of position there. Really no choice but to foul Connor White. Or you try not to, but easier said than done. Oh, they're going to say no shot?
Well, the official comes in and says, yeah. I think they're going to change that and let him shoot.
I thought it was absolutely on the shot. Connor White, 8 points, 10 rebounds. He's 2 for 2 from the line. He'll try and add to that.
Take a few dribbles, toe the stripe, send it away, and too strong, no good.
That is the first miss of the night from the free throw line for the Mustangs. They had been 9 for 9. I didn't say anything, you'll notice.
You let that one just play out, right?
It was not me.
Second free throw is good. So now a measly 10 for 11 as a team.
Well, and Connor White now 1 point away from a double-double.
46-35. Braves still trailing. An 11-point difference, 47-35. The Braves still trailing. And Hedges on the left side wing. Drives to the baseline, goes up to the rim. It's going to be up no good, and a block call against Natrona.
This will be on Josiah Coleman. His second. And Zane was going to be shooting no matter what because that was going to be foul number 5, but that was on the shot. Zane to the line where he's 3 of 4 tonight.
First shot from Hedges is good. 47-36 now.
Lane now matches the team high in points with Cash Lancaster, 9 points. Chance to get to double digits here with this free throw.
Second attempt, no good. Rebounded by Natrona. Mustang basketball. Still an 11-point Natrona County lead. A quick drive, and there's going to be a block call on Star Valley on the other end. Stops the clock at 59.9 to go.
Dylan Shumway, his first. And this is Potter at the line, where he's 2 for 2. 2 points in the game.
First attempt is away and good. 48-36 now. Natrona County up on top by 12 with one more free throw to come. Potter's second attempt is also good. Inbound to Schwab. A little contact, but they'll let that one play through. Hedges in the backcourt, works it across the timeline, double team front court, tries to pass it away and stolen, and a layup on the other end, a put down and in.
I wondered if Gonzalez might go for the dunk there instead. He just easily lays it up and in after the steal.
McClure in the backcourt picks up the dribble after he lost it across the half-court line, able to find Hedges, picks it up top of the key, and again, Natrona County just swarming the ball aggressively on defense. Ball up top, Shumway, drive, shot, fake, puts it up, fade away, no good. Ricochets off of the shoulder of Gaskell and into the hands of Natrona, and then a foul on Shumway. It's going to be a block call as Rogers was driving down the court, and Shumway's going to get called.
A lot going on that sequence here. See, Rogers comes up with the rebound. I think Dillon was trying to draw a charge, but yeah, he was not there before Colton Rogers was.
After all that, stops the clock at 20.9. Natrona County up 51-36. Free throws away and 2 strong, no good. Stays a 15-point Mustang lead.
Shumway will have a seat, replaced in the lineup by P.J. Horsley.
One more to come. Shots away. Shots good.
10 points now for Colton Rogers.
Dayton Schwab takes it across the half-court line. Clock down to 17 seconds to end the third. High screen set by Gaskell. Schwab picks up the dribble. Clock down to 10. Bounce pass down to McClure. Under the rim, loses the ball. Spins, collects it, shoots it. Bouncing, no good. Simon tips the ball. 3 seconds. Gets it. Dribble. Shot at the buzzer. No good. And a couple more offensive rebounds for the Braves with no points. And after 3, it's 52-36. Natrona County, live on SVI.
Avail Valley Construction is hiring and a great place for high school seniors to enter the workforce after graduation. Multiple positions are open with competitive pay right out of high school. To learn more about a rewarding career for those of any age, visit availvalley.com.
Plan your next vacation to scenic Star Valley, Wyoming with a luxurious stay at Kodiak Mountain Resort. Enjoy your own comfortable cabin with a soaking tub and top amenities. A hot complimentary breakfast is always included. Book your stay at KodiakMountainResort.com.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
On the SVI Sports Network, this is Braves basketball with Duke Dance and Dal Erickson.
Start of the Mountain Valley Mattress Company fourth quarter in this one between Star Valley and Natrona County. Braves will have the ball first in the quarter and trail at 52-36. Cash Lancaster back in the game for the Braves. Bounces down to Neild. He'll kick it out to Cooper. Takes the 3, no good. Rebounded by White. Give him another board for Natrona County.
Already had a double-double. Now he's got 11 rebounds.
Ball down low on the block. Shot up, no good. White fighting for the rebound. He'll win it. Spins. Shot good. Connor White underneath for the Mustangs.
12 and 12 for Connor White. Boy, some contact down here between Coleman and Lancaster.
3 is left short from Max Jensen. Rebounded by Natrona. 7:20 to go in the fourth. 54-36 on the scoreboard.
Boy, I'd hate the Braves to go down anymore just because they fall in love with threes here.
And they're down 18 right now.
Maybe they don't care.
Here's White in the lane. Has the ball taken away by Cash. Cash is on the run. He's going to go to the rim. Too strong, no good. Cooper goes up for the strong shot in the air off the rebound. He'll be fouled and will head to the line for 2 attempts.
This foul will go against Connor White. That's the thing, Duke. He's got 12 and 12. That's just his second personal foul. He's been the big guy without being the bull in the china shop. That's a pretty dang good game for Connor White.
First free throw is missed by Cooper.
Braves now 10 of 20 from the free throw line. Excuse me.
Second attempt is good. 54-37 now on the Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Braves with some light half-court pressure. Salazar across the half-court line to the right side corner to White, who's deep this time on the perimeter. He'll do one dribble, pass into the corner. Salazar up top. B.J. Horsley is on him defensively. Passes to Rogers, tries to back down Jensen, turns around, jumper fadeaway, no good. Rebound loose, out of bounds, saved by Cooper, but on the line. It's going to stay with Natrona on their end. As Cooper introduces himself to the Evanston Red Devils over in the bleachers.
How you doing, guys?
See you next time. Inbound play. Rogers, front court. drives the lane, and the ball's loose out of bounds. Not sure exactly what happened there. Everyone just kind of collided in, and the ball swings out. It's going to be Natrona County basketball. 6:25 to go in the fourth quarter. Natrona tries to pass it in, but it's a kick ball out of bounds. They'll redo it.
Cash Lancaster making things difficult here. Somewhere his mom just went, yeah. We know.
Tell me about it. Here's ball movement to the outside. Jumper in the lane from Salazar. No good. White, another board and another bucket. Connor White.
It'll be interesting to see if these two teams play again. If a healthy Simon Gaskell can counter Connor White a little bit.
PJ Horsley, a three is no good. Rebounded by Neild. Kick back out to Cash. Three's on the way. Too strong, no good. Rebounded by Rogers. Natrona County basketball. 5:58 to go.
Ray's going cold from three, just 22% now, 4 of 18.
Now they try and trap in the front court, and that results in a Star Valley foul being given to Max Jensen.
And that'll be foul number 4 on Max. And Big Country, Cooper Lawson Jr. going to come in with the assignment of perhaps trying to slow down Mr. Connor White.
Yeah, they left. I don't know what they were doing.
They go right to White. Lawson's on him, tries to back him down. There's going to be a foul on the floor before the shot. They're going to get Big Country right away on that, pushing.
Well, and Cooper's like, I got 5, right?
I know.
He's actually done really well watching him play in the junior varsity. He's got good, quick feet. Of course, all-state lineman in football. Here's Nevin Coleman. He had those 4 fouls. He's back in the lineup now for the Mustangs.
Reyes in the corner, back up to Coleman, jabs right. Gets to the elbow, bounces back to Reyes in the lane, loses the ball, and a scrum to try and get it. That will be a jump ball call. The arrow favoring Natrona, and they'll keep it on the baseline.
Also see Brett Gifford out there, number 10. So those two with their 4 fouls.
Inbound to White and scores. Tossed it to him right in the lane and gets 2 points.
16 points, 13 rebounds for Connor White.
Cooper gets caught in transition, traveling in the lane. Lancaster will hand it back over to Natrona. 5:28 to go in the fourth. Braves trailing 58-37.
Colton Rogers and Josiah Coleman checking in for the Mustangs, replacing Salazar. And sorry, I did not see who else came off the court.
White did.
Oh, how did I miss that?
5:20 to go in the game. In our Mountain Valley Mattress Company fourth quarter on the SVI Sports Network. Reyes passes to left side. Now back out to Reyes. Jumper mid-range, no good. Fight for the rebound. There's going to be a foul, I believe, on Natrona. Cooper had the position. And they're going to come down and get Brett Gifford on the foul, and he's done. He just got back into the game.
Yeah, it's right on the money there. Five fouls for Brett Gifford. Frustrating night for him. I'm just looking at his stat line, and he just was not his night to play much. 5 fouls and not much of anything else.
Despite that, Natrona's still up by 21 here, 58-37. Horsley across the half-court line. Works over to Hedges. Zane bounces to Cooper, who works it to Horsley. Gets a screen from Lawson. Star Valley still on the outside. Works over to Hedges on the perimeter. Extra pass, Cooper, 3-corner left. Halfway down and out, and a rebound by Dayton, who's fouled. So be a foul on the floor before the putback, I believe, as Dayton had a good position for the rebound.
I believe they're whistling Reyes for his 4th.
Zane Hedges will trigger this in from the baseline for the Braves. 4:43 to go in the fourth. Inbound to Cooper. He'll go quickly to Lawson, kicks it back outside, drive the left post for Schwab, has his pass tipped, recollects it, pulls up the jumper on the post, no good. Fight for the rebound, and it's going to be Natrona County basketball. And a whistle blown with the foul on Star Valley. After all of that, stop the clock at 4:29.
I think it's on Cooper Lancaster, his 3rd. Been a tough night for Cooper. Usually he's kind of threatening with a double-double, those types of numbers. 3 points, 2 boards, 3 fouls. He's kind of been in foul trouble that whole first half.
On the outside, dribble drive, no shot. Coleman gets the rebound. Put back is in and good for Nevin Coleman. give him the foul as well with 4:15 to go in the fourth.
There's the Fall River replay. Josiah went up first, missed it, and then the rebound to Nevin for the putback.
Free throw, back iron, no good. Rebounded by Horsley. Star Valley basketball. 4 minutes to go in the game. Coleman pressures Horsley, gets it across the half-court line. Finds Hedges. Ball on his hip, to the rim, and good for Zane. Timeout taken by Coach Matt Shumway. Will take it as well. 4:01 to go in the fourth. Braves trailing against Natrona County, 60-39, back in 30 on SVI.
Your leader for live coverage of Star Valley High School sports. This is the SVI Sports Network.
Coming out of the timeout call by Coach Shumway, Star Valley will be on defense, putting on the full court pressure against the Natrona County offense, inbounding baseline. Midway fourth quarter with Star Valley trailing 60-39. Natrona able to break the press down the floor and across half court, and a foul on Star Valley as Josiah Coleman was driving in.
Cooper Lawson going to pick up his second.
Going to put Coleman to the Riverside Dental free throw line. He'll take 2 shots.
This is Josiah Coleman. He's 2 for 2. 4 points in the ball game.
Clock is stopped here at 3:53 to go in the game, and the free throw is good.
Mustangs 14 of 17 from the free throw line tonight, 82.4%.
Second attempt is good. 62-39 Mustangs. Braves with possession down the floor, 3:50 to go in the game. Work to Schwab. Dayton passes to Hedges. Tries to break down the defense, gets under the rim, reverse scoop layup is in and good. He drove in on the right side wing, went all the way under the rim and put it up on the left block.
Pretty crafty move there from Dylan. He's got 5.
Ball almost stolen by Star Valley, and it is.
Wow.
They're going to say tipped out, last touch by Natrona. Star Valley will inbound in front of the Lady Braves cheering section.
Yes, you're saying last touch by Salazar, but yeah, I thought that was going to be Natrona ball.
3:27 to go in the game. Schwab on the outside. Works to Cooper. Tries to go down low to Lawson. Ball tipped around and stolen away by Natrona. Then they go all the way down the floor. Dribble, shot, fake, put up, in and good with the foul.
Gonzalez, he's been so good defensively, but he just comes in and he does plays like this on offense. 3 for 3 from the field. This time he gets a chance for an and one. Cooper Lancaster will check out with his 4th foul.
And we're going to see for the first time Prescott Viegel sub into the game.
Gonzalez, first free throw attempt of the night.
Free throw is no good. Rebounded by Zane Hedges. Zane double team to the half court line. Works it over to Lawson. Back to Hedges. Clock down to 3 minutes to go. Hedges in the lane. Shot no good, but there's a foul on him. And Zane to the Riverside Dental free throw line. He'll have 2 shots. Stops the clock at 3:03 to go in the fourth.
Rogan Potter picks up his 3rd. Zane on the night, 4 of 6, drains it. Zane, the lone Star Valley player in double digits so far tonight, 12 points.
Second free throw away and good. Timeout called and taken by, looks like Natrona County. 30-second timeout, 3:03 left in the game on the SVI Sports Network.
Western Wyoming's leader in live coverage of high school sports. This is the SVI Sports Network.
Star Valley on defense against the Natrona County Mustangs. Mustangs leading 64-43. Coleman to the right side corner. Ball moving around the arc. Stepping back just outside the circle. And now Natrona working the perimeter again, trying to burn some time with a big lead and down to 2:40 remaining in the game. Ball poked loose, almost stolen, but collected by Salazar. Natrona keeps possession. Pass into the corner. Driving in is Coleman. Kicks it into the lane. Shot is up, good, and another foul.
It's a beautiful pass from Josiah Coleman.
Stops the clock, 2:30 to go in this game. Here's the Fall River Propane replay.
I mean, he's headed out of bounds and finds a wide open Potter and gets a three-point play.
Potter to the Riverside Dental free throw line. He'll have the attempt. First shot's away. Bouncing, no good. Loose ball rebound pulled in by Viegel. He'll get on the stat sheet with the rebound. Now out in front to Shumway. Spins in the lane and scoops it up and in. Gate for Shumway. Now a foul on Schwab in the backcourt. Right now it's 66-42. Natrona County on top, and the Mustangs back to the free throw line. Colton Rogers to take the two shots.
Dayton Schwab picks up his third. Rogers to the line. He's got 10 points. I really feel like Rogers helped kind of stake this team to its early lead. He came out and just was really setting the tempo. 2 of 4 from the line, 10 points in the game, but out of the gate, I thought he was the V8 engine of this team.
Missed the first, hits the second from the line. Now 67-45, 2 minutes remains in the game. Ball moving over to Lawson. Flicks to Hedges, back to Lawson. Shot no good. Fight for the rebound, poked out of bounds. It's going to stay with Star Valley on their end.
It's quite a pass from Zane. Cooper unable to finish it for the basket, but
Schwab on the left side wing. Works to his right, has a screen. Dribbles in, kicks out to Hedges. Back to Viegel, top of the court. Weaving over to Shumway. He spins into the paint. Can't get up the shot. Bounces down to Lawson. He's under the rim, so has to kick it back outside. Shumway three, fading, no good. Rebounded by Hedges, and the putback is in for Zane. A board and a bucket.
The game hasn't gone Star Valley's way, but Zane's had a heck of a game. 15 points.
Big Euro step down the floor, missed by Coleman. Rebound for Hedges. Works it right side, Schwab three, in transition, no good. Ball bounces up, hits the top of the backboard and out of bounds.
There's that last sequence. Cooper passing out to Shumway. Zane coming in for the rebound and the putback. 15 points for Zane Hedges.
20-point lead for Natrona County with 1:27 to go. To the right side is Coleman. Josiah passes to Rogers. Deep, or in the front court, right side corner. Right to Salazar. Natrona County continues to pass around the perimeter. Potter with it, top of the key, Hedges on him. Feeds to Rogers, ball poked out of bounds, going to be off of Dayton Schwab. Stays with the Mustangs on their side. 1:03 to go in the fourth quarter. Toss up top, Potter. He's at the top of the key. Works it over left side. Coleman drives in on the angle. Shot no good, but there is a foul.
Is it just me or is everybody skating out there? Might be time for a dusting of this floor. Seemed like Coleman was trying to get to the line or to the rim, and he was spinning out. It
was late in the day, I guess,
yeah.
Right? 52 seconds. Free throw is no good, missed by Josiah.
First free throw miss for him. He had been 4-4. 6 points in the ball game.
So Natrona going to go to 5-0 on the season and end Star Valley's 3-game win streak. As the second free throw no good. Under a minute to go in this one. The Mustangs leading by 20, 67-47. Schwab across the half-court line. Braves will drop to 4-3 on the year. Ball movement to Schwab, top of the floor, no good, missed the three. Deep rebound picked up by Coleman. He's going to run, and he's going to dunk it down with the one-hand slam.
Made that look easy, didn't he?
Back the other way, 26 seconds. Star Valley works to Lawson, tries to back down the D, hooks it up, shot no good, and he traveled anyway. So it goes back towards the Mustangs.
Here's that last sequence. Ball winds up in the hands of Josiah Coleman. His teammates tell him you're clear, and he's clear for takeoff.
And that should do it. 15 seconds left in the game. Star Valley is going to continue to pressure in the front court. Not fouling, but just with the ball handlers. Rogers jabs right, clock down to 6. Rogers down to 4. And you're going to dribble out the clock, and that's going to do it. Your final is Natrona County with the win, 69-47. That is a good-looking Natrona County Mustang basketball team.
Well, you had touched on it, and I agree with you. That first quarter, that's as good as basketball quarters we've seen from anyone.
Absolutely. So Star Valley will have one more game tomorrow against Cheyenne South. The boys will tip off at 8 a.m. in the morning. And we'll drag our crew out of bed and see if we can get here ourselves for that one as well tomorrow morning. Star Valley will drop this one in our Silver Star post-game coverage. Natrona wins 69-47. Now let's jump into our post-game stats with Battleson Brothers.
Well, usually it's a good sign when you got 4 players in double figures, and that's what the Mustangs had tonight. Connor White ended up being the high point man, which I was not expecting when this game started off, but he ends up with 16 points, 13 rebounds. Great game for him, and he had a nice long break in that fourth quarter. Also hitting double figures, Brian Salazar had 12. He hit 2 of 7 from beyond the arc. Colton Rogers and Nevin Coleman with 11 points each. 8 points for Josiah Coleman, including that last dunk. Nomar Gonzalez had 6. Rogan Potter had 5.
Stop you there, Dal. We'll send it down to the court to Clay Merritt. He's with Coach Matt Shumway postgame. Clay, take it away.
Coach, you guys had a really slow start to this game. How do you make sure you're coming out fast in the future?
Yeah, that's something we've got to work on. We've had a couple of moments this year already where we haven't been the fastest starters. It's a focus thing, and we've got to learn that you got to start from the tip. You can't start 3 or 4 minutes into the game.
Coach, you mentioned fatigue at halftime. How much do you think fatigue plays in a tournament like this where you're playing multiple games a day?
It's hard. It's a big part. I mean, we played 3 games in the last 24 hours. And that's tough on kids, but at the same time, it's the schedule you're dealt with, and we're not going to back away from it. We got another one tomorrow morning, bright and early, so we got to get some rest and regroup. And they handed it to us tonight, so we got to regroup and be ready for tomorrow.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck tomorrow.
Thanks.
It's Clay Merritt with the Miles CPA courtside report. Miles CPA located in Afton and in Alpine. And to finish off the stats, here's Dal.
The Mustangs really shot well from the floor, 54% basically from 2-point range, 3 of 9 from 3-point range, 24 rebounds. The Mustangs ended up 16 of 24 from the free throw line for 67%. The Braves got 15 points from Zane Hedges. No one else in double digits, but Cash Lancaster was close. He had 9. Dylan Shumway finishes with 7. It was 5 points for Smith McClure, 5 for Dayton Schwab, 3 for Bryson Neild, and 3 for Cooper Lancaster. The Braves struggled from beyond the arc tonight, just 4 of 22. That's 18% from the floor. They shot 42% from the free throw line. The Braves finished 13 of 23 for 57%. And that is a look at your post-game Battleson Brothers Battle Stats.
Presented by Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor at Home, located 1 block south of the Arch in Afton. Quality, price, service, Battleson Brothers Flooring. Dal, how about your player of the game presented by Star Valley Skidoo?
Absolutely, Zane Hedges tonight. 15 points off the bench. Contributed just play after play after play on hustle, and then also scored a bunch and did a great job kind of helping keep the Braves in it as much as they could. Zane Hedges, absolutely my player of the game.
Congratulations, Zane. Great game today. And the Star Valley Skidoo player of the game located in Thane. And tomorrow, as you heard Coach Shumway say, an 8 o'clock a.m. tip-off against Cheyenne South. And so if you're tired after 3 games in 24 hours, well, you got 1 in 12 hours from now. So just get ready for that one. We will have live coverage for that game tomorrow. It will be here on Lincoln Middle School. The Lady Braves will also play against Cheyenne South tomorrow morning. They'll take on the Cheyenne South after the boys tomorrow. So join us for live coverage tomorrow morning on the SVI Sports Network as we continue with live coverage from Green River, Wyoming.